It need to fall out. Yeah, them little pains in my stomach, they feel like contractions. And at this point, Mom, I think I'm finna have a baby. Take me to the hospital. Oh, Lord, I'm just... Please, Lord, take this pain away, Lord. I'm just sitting in the weight room, just pushing on my stomach like, Lord, I just want a leg, an arm, a little piece of head, anything, just fall out. It hurt me. Whatever it is stuck up in there, it hurt. Lord, I sat in this motherfucking waiting room 30 minutes. I'm rocking, Lord, rocking like a slow kid in this bitch. And by the time the bitch called my name, I wasn't even in pain no more. Bitch, you supposed to be called my name. I done had the baby die. They take my pee, they take my blood, run their little test. I'm still up in here an hour and 30 minutes waiting on the, you know, whatever they got to say to me. Right? So I'm sitting here waiting. And they come and tell me that little Lion Lewis is fine. Say he's all right. I done ate about 12 birth control pills. And I be pushing on my stomach and stuff. So you mean tell me Lion Lewis is still alive? Yeah, that's a tough cookie. So I get my discharge papers and I head on home. They gave me a pain pill and then I give me some Tylenol. I go home, pop me a Tylenol, and I'm sitting watching movies and stuff, you know? Now, Lion Lewis, dad, has been running the streets all day. And the Lion Lewis has been giving mommy hell. Larry pulls up with some Dr. Teal's, Epsom salt, and a little massage oil. Okay. So he run me a little bath water, you know, have me a little soak with. And the type of tub we got, you know, the little jacuzzi, the one with the jets. Them soaks be real lit. So, you know, while I'm soaking, he went and got some food and stuff like that. You know, so when I got out of the tub, I will eat. You know. And you know me, I love to eat. So by the time I had finished eating, he will rub in my body with the little oil and shit in here. And when he do that, it make it real warm. So it was like, okay, baby daddy. See, I had said I was going to cuss his ass out because he, you know, I ain't had time to come and check up on me. But since he came and rolled my body down and stuff like that, I ain't really true. I just had went on to sleep. You feel me? That was the really godly thing to do. Like, go on to sleep. No, don't trip with time. So I let him slide. You feel me? Okay, so today, the next day, we wake up. We going tree shopping. I want a little tree with the white snow on it. So we go from store to store looking for a tree. And ain't no trees in sight. All the trees picked through thin, see through, like, you know, ain't full enough, like, you feel me? So when I go to the at-home store, I do see a tree that I like, but the tree is like $3.98. So Larry, he says that he's just gonna order a tree and get it delivered to the house. That's good. I seen a tree on Walmart.com that I like. So we get in the car and we go on back to the house. Larry hit the streets. So I'm sitting at home making beef tips and rice. And Boo come home and tell me that he got a plan. He know a man who shoot videos, you know, and he got a blue check on IG. He's showing me the man on IG that him and the man be conversating and shit. So he want the man to shoot my next video. So I'm just smiling because I like, you know, I love rapping. So I'm just smiling, okay, like what it gonna take for me to take my music serious, and he willing to invest, you know, talking good shit, and it's really making me smile because I like somebody that believe in me, as he say. And I'm just letting him know, like, I really do take it serious. Like, I got a lot of shit that a lot of songs wrote out. I just don't be having time. Like, sometimes real life gets in the way just sometimes. Like, and then you can invest. I could have a moment where I'm so focused on the music. Like, I'm just in and edit hard, and I'm just investing in myself. Like, I don't have nobody behind me. This is what I'm telling him. Like, I don't got nobody behind me. I'm really an independent artist. So with me investing in myself, and I invested all this money into this video, and it don't do what I wanted to do when I drop it, then that should be discouraging as fuck. So I just be like, child, I rap when I get the money to rap. You get what I'm saying?
banging dick. Look, say the small talk for another bitch. If you was getting money, you wouldn't be on no sucker shit. I'm starting to think you niggas really out here sucking dick.
So he like, you know, he gonna invest in me. He gonna talk to his people, see how much they'll charge me for a video, and he actually wrote the man in front of me, so I'm just smiling like, okay, make it happen then, baby. You feel me? Make it happen. Bitch done lied so many times, I believe it when I see it. Still cooking my beef tips and rice. You know, I'm still cooking and stuff, so I ain't really in the room, but I'm in and out the room. Like, I go check on my food, come back in the room, you know, type shit like that. And I'm noticing Larry is doing the same shit again. Like, all that sneaky shit. Like, when I come in the room, you want to put your phone down, act like you're playing a game. When I leave out the room, you back in your phone. Like, why is you making me wonder? I don't like to wonder. So now I'm wondering, it's not good when I wonder, because I be wondering too much and I be having to see what's going on. I don't say nothing though. I'm still cooking in and out the room, in and out the room. You still doing the sneaky shit. I don't say nothing. I hear your phone ringing. You ain't picking it up. It like you stopping it from ringing. I don't say shit to Larry. I just, you feel me? I'm still cooking. I finished cooking. Now we sitting down together. We in. Phone ringing again. So at this point, I'm looking at the phone. You looking at the phone. We looking at the phone together. You ain't gonna get that? So Larry picked up the phone, but I can hear it's a lady voice, because when they say hello, but it's like the phone got lower, meaning that you pressing the button with the phone on your ear. Like I'm slow or something. I walk on out the room, go on, you feel me, put my plate up, give you a little privacy, let you go and handle it. When I come back in the room, you off the phone. But the same person calling again. Now you want to go outside and get you some privacy. You don't got no motherfucking privacy in here. So you know me, I activate the Ring camera speaker. I want to hear what's going on. So whoever Larry on the phone with, he told them he don't want to hear all that. What hospital you at? Okay. So, you know, I act normal, go in the kitchen, wash the dishes before he come in the house, you know. Okay, so Larry took the call outside in private. But I'm listening in and I can see that somebody in the hospital, whoever it is, he don't want to hear all that bullshit. He just trying to see what hospital you at. Right. Larry comes in, I'm in the kitchen washing dishes. And he tells me that he got to go to the hospital. His dad and wife in the hospital. And he going to check on them. Put on their clothes and stuff. He did. All right, baby. Be careful. I prepare myself for bed. Go to sleep. Wake up the next day. Cook breakfast. And he back in the streets again. He got to go lay a little cement for somebody in the country. So, okay, me and Larry sharing location. So, you know, I'm nosy as fuck. I'm always in and out checking the location to see what's going on. So I noticed when he left the house, he went straight to the hospital. Cool. I get myself together for the day. Okay, so we out. We in the streets. Well, I'm in the streets. I'm selling my rose toys. You know, just floating the seat out. Post up with my mama for a minute. Go sell a rose. You know, just vibing. It's like an hour and 30 minutes of me being in the streets selling my roses. So I end up checking to see like what Larry was. I checked his location. And he's still at the hospital. Okay. You up there with Miss Mary a mighty long time, Larry. I called Larry. And Larry said he's laying pavement. So you laying pavement at Baptist, or you forgot we sharing locations? Which one? I honestly think he forgot we was sharing locations for real. So I don't say nothing. I gotta drop a little rose off at a little shop on that on the highway, which ain't too far from where the location pinging from. Still part of me wanted to ride past the place and don't stop, don't be so extra. Then the other part of me was like, you know, look into it, new. So I go sell the rose, and when I get back from selling the rose, he gone. I still pull up at the hospital. I want to see little Miss Mary here. And I know her first and last name, but I ain't going to say her first and last name on here. But yeah, I want to see Miss Mary here. Turns out Miss Mary was not there. So that, you know, my spider senses definitely tingling. So I went on and left the hospital. I ain't went on to text Larry and said shit, but Larry ended up texting me and asked me, do I want to go to Hoover? And these receipts, the conversation, this how it went. So I didn't find none at the mall. It was getting late, so we ended up going to a restaurant in Montgomery, and we took Caitlin to see the Christmas lights. Yeah, see, he also was talking about that man that he put me on. He told me that he know with the little blue check on. Said the man said he'll charge me $30K for a video. Come on now, Larry. $30K. I don't know 30K people to get $1 from. What the fuck I look like giving him $30K to shoot a video? I will shoot it. We end up going out to eat. I think we went to Kabuki. Yeah, we went to Kabuki. You know, I'm going to put the little receipts. We went to Kabuki, and while we was in Kabuki, you know, he's always in his phone. Like, always in his phone. And while he was in his phone, I kind of peeped the password. Now, Larry been up in that phone since I met his ass. So, I've been trying to get that password since a month of Sundays. And I finally got it. Finally got you. Okay, so we get home and I'm like, let's play Call of Duty. Cause Auntie trying to stay up, you feel me? So I could go through the phone when he go to sleep. So I'm playing Call of Duty, woo. Eventually, Auntie go to sleep because I be high as pelican pussy. So I end up going to sleep without going through the phone. So the next morning, I end up waking up real early, like 7 o'clock, I want to say. And guess what? Larry's phone is all the way under me. Like, God just picked that bitch up and just handed it to me. Like, here you go, since you want to see something. So Larry knocked out. And I don't want to move too much, so I stay up in the bed. I just put my head up on the cover. So I'm under the cover going through the phone. Larry got too much shit up in his phone. I got so much shit up in his phone that I had to go and get my phone and take a picture of what I'm seeing in the phone. Because sometimes you got to see shit twice. I can see it with my own eyes and tell you I seen it with my own eyes and you'll still lie. So I want to see it with my eyes and the camera lenses just in case you lie and say you didn't. And I can show you you did. I know what the fuck I'm talking about, okay? Larry, I done discovered that Mary wasn't never in no motherfucking hospital. AJ was in the hospital having her baby. That's what was going on. That's why you at the hospital so long. Because it's your baby mama having her baby. The reason you keep on lying about getting shit and procrastinating on getting shit all that lying is because you broke. You done text over 60 people in your contacts and asked them to borrow $500. Larry seen you in the phone crying out like, when you gonna pay my money? Like, how could you do your daddy like this? Like, what's wrong with you, Larry? What's wrong with you, Larry? Everybody trying to see what's wrong with you. Then you got people in the phone that's really threatening you, ready to kill you if you don't have this money by a certain date. I also found out that Larry was never betting on the games that we were going to. He was just lying. The bookie was texting his phone, but the whole time he was the bookie. Texting himself from a text app. He saved the text app number as Bookie. I done opened the door so many times for Larry to keep it real, and he cannot do so whatsoever. So I know in my mind and my heart that I gotta get the fuck on before I been snapped his last neck. Cause he played with me too much. See, Larry, this baby was made way before my time. Way before my. So why do you feel the need to lie to me? Like Mary in the hospital. When you know I would check up behind you, bro. Why are you still lying? And you know I am a detective. So I put Larry's phone back up in the bed. I don't hear him with the phone in time. I know you like to text. That's how you express yourself. When you wake up, that's the first thing you do is grab your phone, look in your phone. So I put the phone back in the bed and I text him like, when were you going to tell me about the baby? He got the receipts. See, Larry is going to lie. When he caught red-handed, he going to lie. That text he sent me from Teddy, I'm almost sure that he went to his text app and texted himself. Because I ain't even mentioned the text app to him. I ain't mentioned that I know that he broke and begged for money. I ain't mentioned that I know that he sold his dad a car. I ain't mentioned that I know that folks is after his ass, want to kill him out they check. But it's all making sense now. Because Larry been prolonging paying I think it was $700 credit card bill for 2 weeks. And he ain't never took that long to do shit. Like, he gonna throw it at you. So I knew something was different. So Larry started scamming people beginning of 2020, mid 2020. I'm not completely sure when it started, but I know it was in 2020. And this is taking place at the end of 2021. So around this time, like, you can't tell no more lies. Like, you can't buy no more time. The walls is closing in on you. These people want their money. They ain't taking no more excuses. They not hearing none of that shit. Like, they ready to take action. That's what I'm getting from everything that I read. You feel me? But I'm trying to see, like, Larry, what do you have going on? Is you ever gonna be real and tell me what the fuck going on right now? If you see that I know, I've showed you screenshots and shit showing you that I know. I said I went through your phone over 45 minutes. Baby, I know what the fuck going on. And you still gonna sit up here and lie to me? Like I'm some little slow kid. Hilarious. You know what? I'ma go. If I reach out and touch your stupid ass. So I hit the streets, y'all. I put on me some clothes, got thin, and I hit the streets. Now you want to call, you want to text. Boo. Go to the hospital. That's what you need to be doing, going to the hospital, baby. So we texting, going back and forth, and I keep on letting you know, like, that baby was made before my time. And what I'm tripping about is you lying. You keep lying to me, like, when all you got to do is keep it real. I'm very understanding, like, you know, why you can't keep it real about nothing in life. Like, what the fuck wrong with you? You steady lying. And I don't like nobody that can look me in my face and tell me no bold face ass lie. I can't lay next to nobody like that. And I'm about ready to get the fuck up. I'm about ready for this baby to get the fuck on. And everything to go back to normal. The normal me. So I left the house right after the argument. And we were arguing by 9 o'clock that morning. So about 10 o'clock, I was out of there. Been out of there, got fine, did my makeup, you know, got real sexy, smell real good. And I hit the streets. So now it's about 10 o'clock at night, and I still ain't been to the house. Like, I'm just in the streets. Like, I'm just vibing in the streets. And Larry texts me like, am I coming home? Now I ain't come home. Take your ugly ass back to the hospital. That's what you do. So when I got home that night by 11 or 12 o'clock, Larry was asleep. I was feeling good. Took me a shower. And I went to sleep. You feel me? So I ended up waking up about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning to go to the bathroom. I wake up and Larry up. And Larry says some long ass paragraph because the little blue part of the iMessage is long as hell. So that what really got me like, what the fuck is he talking about? And I bet y'all like, ooh, she always in that man business. He ain't got no business lying. He ain't got no business lying to me. He had no business lying to me. So now I'm all up in your business trying to peep out what you lying about and what you ain't lying about. Because I can't trust shit that move right now. So I'm sitting here playing possum like, you know, I'm still asleep. I ain't move at all. And I'm reading the text message and he telling whoever it is, he just cashed out on his new baby. He didn't know that he had. And he'll have whoever money at a later date. Y'all, I fuck around and move a little bit. And Larry plays possum. He act like he was asleep. I get on up, y'all, and I go on to the bathroom. Like, Larry, you don't gotta play slow. When I come out the bathroom, Larry little ugly ass in there. Like you just real sleep. Like you really snoring. Like you just in a deep little sleep. Larry. So you really gonna sit here and play sleep like I ain't just been up here 20 minutes watching you text before I even got up to go to the bathroom? Larry, Muhammad called me. I called Muhammad and Muhammad told me that he was gonna give me $5,000 to turn your head in alive. And now it's a man on your phone texting you, threatening you. So I hurt the people that you love if you don't turn something in. You still ain't gonna keep it real? Like, it really seems like it's getting serious, Larry. And you need to keep it real with me. This is your cue. It's now or never. Like, what's going on? You're never happy. You're always tripping. I'm just not trying to be in the blind about shit. Larry gets his little pillow in the sheet and go sleep in the living room. Like, I give a fuck. I don't care. I don't fucking care, Larry. And then one thing about Larry, he can't face you and talk to you. He can't face you and talk and express himself. He got to go and text you. So in the living room, he texting me in the room instead of coming in and talking. And this is what the conversation go like. So you up testing Diaz. Diaz having family problems. Bruh, why you still lying? God. So the next day I get a call from TB where he leave his number and I call him back. This gonna be his character. So he's telling me about a little situation where he was scammed with the logging contract. Like, I'm not familiar with it because he never introduced me to it. But, you know, I'm listening because he's not the first person to call me and tell me about it. So I'm still hearing shit about what Larry got going on. And Larry still lying. So I just stopped even asking him. Like, I'm just thinking of my escape plan now. Like, I'm ready to go. We in the house, y'all. And I'm not even talking to his ass. Like, it's like we in different sides of the house. He over in this side, I'm over in this side. Like, we not fucking with each other. It's tension in the house. Like, I just can't believe none that he say. I'm disgusted with him. I haven't fucked him since we moved in the house. Because I've been spying. So I ain't been having no sex. Like, none of that. Like, the vibes is completely off. The energy off. Like, I'm not feeling it. Like, I'm about ready to go back and move into my old apartment. Like, I'm over it. I've never in my life ever dealt with somebody that lie as much as Larry lied. Like, Larry will lie every day. Like, you have some nigga that'll fuck up and then they'll fuck up months and months on down the line. But I ain't never had nobody that constantly fuck up, constantly lie. Like, just constantly aggravate me. Constantly, for no reason. So like I said, like, we in different parts of the house. He over in the third room, the guest room. And I'm in my room and you know, I'm having my own little world, listen to my music and shit. So I started posting little pictures and shit on Facebook, on my story and on Facebook. And all of a sudden I get a text from Larry. And he talking about, he got the receipts. So Larry texts me talking about, wow, when we get into it, I gotta run to Facebook and post pictures. Ain't like I'm posting a picture bent over, Larry, with your insecure ass. I'm posting a picture of me, my face. Like, you know, I probably turn to the side, show the world that a bitch has got curves like the letter C. But other than that, like, what you talking about? And at the end of the day, I was posting this shit before we even got together. You seen it. So what the fuck make you think I'm finna change what the fuck I post to please you? Do you change anything? All these motherfucking lies and shit. Did you change anything for me? Okay then. Shut the fuck up. Sexiness is what kind of draws you to me. So now you want me to turn the sex off because you probably don't want nobody else to look at me. But baby, I'ma still be sexy. And y'all ladies, y'all gotta continue to be sexy, baby. Don't think because you're in a relationship you don't need to get up and get cute and dressy and get out and post pictures no more. Bitch, embrace it. You beautiful. Larry, you know you cool and all. You dropping that bag out, but you ain't finna control me. You not. So way before we moved into the new house, Larry had told me that he was gonna pay my credit card bill off for Christmas, and I think it was like $8.42, $8 for to pay my credit card bill off. So I was like, cool, I wouldn't swing him about it or nothing, but like normally when Larry say that he gonna do something, he go ahead and do it. Like, you don't have to keep on asking him or put it on his mind or nothing. Like, he gonna go ahead and do it. And I've been wondering why Larry been prolonging doing it. And it's because Larry then went broke. Like, he done spent all the money. He done ran out of options. Like, his well done ran dry. But Larry still lying and putting on the image like he really handling business and still laying pavement and cutting down wood trees. But I know already that Larry lying because I went through Larry's phone and seen it. But like I said, I never told Larry what the fuck I seen in his phone. I ain't tell him everything that I seen. So he still think I'm lost in the sauce. Right. So the next day I wake up, I said I was going to decorate the fireplace to make it, you know, give them the Christmassy vibes and shit. So I go to the store and I go and get some little decor to go on the fireplace and stuff. A couple pillows, Christmas pillows to go on the sofa. So the next day, I go to the top of Taylor Road to meet two girls with some roses. And I stayed up there about 30 minutes because I was waiting on one of the girls for a long time. And around this time, December, I was like the pussy fairy of the city. Like, everybody was buying roses from me, you feel me? And if you know what a rose do, then you know what a rose do. So while I'm sitting there waiting on the last girl to come and pick up, the oil light just pop on again. So I had been told Larry about the oil light. And Larry was supposed to go to the service tech and get it fixed. But he probably forgot like I forgot. So, you know, the oil light popping on kind of reminded me. So I hit Larry up, you know. I had told y'all before that I was not feeling Larry. Like, he lies so much that it just irritates me. Like, I don't want you to touch me. Like, I barely want to talk to your ass. Like, just leave me alone. Like, I don't want you to touch me. Don't touch me. And I wake up in the middle of the night and he in the bed. Oh. Had me putting pillows and shit between us. Like, I don't want you to touch me, bro. Okay, so after Larry did what he had to do with the car, he ended up texting me, like, what you doing? I hope you cooking good for me tonight. And I text his ass back, I hope you handling the business that needs to be handled tonight. Then he got the receipts. So I'm sitting at home watching TV, and here's Lying Lewis. Lying Lewis again, kicking my ass. Larry, I'm finna go to the hospital. Oh, it hurts so bad. Larry. Do you hear me, Larry? Yeah, I'm here, baby. I'll be there as soon as I finish handling this business. Don't go without me. Call my mama. I sat on the toilet just pushing on little Lewis. And get what? Just guess. Oh, why don't you look at that? It's little Ryan Lewis. He's making his way on to the pearly gates. Yeah, buddy. I sent Larry a picture of Lewis, like, poor baby. And one thing about the receipts, down liable. And I just covered up all the little bread stuff because I ain't want to gross you guys out. But yeah, little Lewis has taken his grand entrance into heaven. I get to the hospital. They running tests. They don't want to give me no pain pills. Still telling me I'm pregnant. But baby, I'm bleeding like a dog right here, baby. Ain't nothing else that gonna hurt little Lewis. Little Lewis is out of here. He's finito. So, I've been here 5 hours. And they still ain't told me nothing yet. I already know what I'm here for. It'll take you 5 hours to know this. So, what's the hold up? And me and lying Larry exchanging words because I'm letting you know, like, you put your, whatever you doing first because you ain't even handle no bidding. I'd ask you 3 weeks straight to handle the bidding that you supposed to handle for me, but every time I turn around, you handle the bidding for somebody else. So yeah, I'm not finna wait on you to go and check on myself. Everything's good, baby. Everything's great. So I told Larry I was at the hospital 2 hours ago. And Larry still ain't made his way up here, so I don't see the reason for you texting me acting like you concerned about who the fuck up here with me and all of that, baby. Say the act. You really should go try out for some type of move or something. Because you got the acting shit down packed. And it's very aggravating. Like, it irks me so bad that you think you got more sense to me. So the doctors end up coming and confirming that little lying Lewis had passed away. I went to my people, got me a little Percocet, and I was headed to go get my baby. Now my baby on Shady Side, and Larry been on Oak Street all day. Our same Oak Street he was on when I had to come and rescue him from with Daryl. All right. So Larry on Oak Street. So you know me. I went on and rolled up Oak Street, turned around, and rolled back down Oak Street. And each time I seen Larry pale ass up in the car. That's why you couldn't come to the hospital, because Daryl got a hold of your ass, didn't he? Daryl got a hold of your ass again. Daryl ain't even in the truck. You locked in the truck by yourself. Everybody else standing outside the truck. You in the truck looking all lost like a little puppy dog. I feel sorry for you, but not sorry enough to stop. You see me, don't you? Yeah. You see me, gone. I shot down the street so fast, if Larry was standing outside the car, the little piece of hair he got left on his motherfucking head would have been off. He ended up texting me like, why you do me so dirty, like a piece of shit? But he got a receipts. So I'm acting like I ain't even see you, baby. I was looking for Shady Side. I ain't even know you was still on Oak Street. Period. Baby, I'm trying to get my baby and go home. And no, I'm not finna rescue you this time. I hope he beat your ass to blue-black this time. I'm not coming to get you. I'm finna go home. Just like you couldn't come to no hospital, baby. I can't come to no Oak Street. Bye-bye. I went home and went right to sleep. Got me and my baby something to eat, and we went right to sleep. I ain't give a fuck if Larry made it in or not. Because at this point, bitch, everybody need to beat your ass. Next day, Larry say he finna leave, go get some money for a bill or something. I don't ask no questions. Okay, bye. Okay, so I'm just chilling at the house, scrolling, you know, doing the normal shit that you do around the house when you ain't got shit to do. And Larry ended up texting me, asking me did I want to ride with him while he handled the business and shit, like go get the money. But Larry, we ain't even cool like that no more. Just bring the money here, baby. I just got finished miscarrying. You must forget. So at this point, you getting the money out the bank that you supposed to been got out the bank a long time ago, like way before we moved up in this house. You feel me? So you telling me, first you tell me that you called me and told me that you got the money out the bank and you was on the way to me. So I'm sitting here waiting on you to be on the way to me, and you're on the way turned to hours. So I text and check back in, and you doing some whole other shit. So I tell him like, damn, you get sidetracked so fucking fast. Like, what the fuck? You just supposed to be on the way to me, but now you doing something else. And now you want me to send my account number so you can Navy some shit when you just told me that you just left the bank from getting the money. So I'm like, I thought you had cash on you. I thought you said you had cash. And you like, oh, you had to spend some on some company shit real fast. Bruh, I ain't even no fucking company, so why you keep on playing with me? Larry, I know that you ain't got no real money. I know this ain't no real company. I know there wasn't no real bookie. Like, when you just gonna be real with yourself? Like, when is you gonna stop playing and living this made-up ass life trying to uphold this image and be real with yourself? I just told him, just pull up and we'll go to the bank together. When he finally pulled up, I was at the door. Soon the ring camera rung, I was pulling at the door handle of the car, like, yeah, let me in. Ain't no cut, no call. Take your seatbelt off, baby. We finna get this handled today. We got to. Cause you ain't finna keep on playing with me, keeping me on hold, prolonging shit. We finna handle this today. So we pull up to the bank, and he go in the bank, and I sit in the car, you know, and it's a school day, so my baby get out of school like 3 o'clock, but the way the line be set up after school at Brubaker, oh yeah, we need to be there by 2:30 to have us a nice spot. So he go in the bank. 30 minutes later, Larry's still in the bank. Larry, what the fuck are you doing? So me, I'm trying to have patience. I be trying not to be so crazy sometimes. Like, just jump and be crazy. So I ain't really, like, you know, but I keep checking the time and looking at the door, checking the time, looking at the door. Because what, Larry? Now, you know I'm in the car. You ain't gonna tell me what's going on or nothing. Like, you know, I'm coming back or nothing. So I'm gonna get a little impatient because we're like 45 minutes in. So I called Larry. And Larry's phone went to the voicemail. I called Larry again. And he did the same thing. So I text Larry. And I'm like, I gotta go get C. You know, it's about 2:30 now. So yeah, I gotta go get C. And it turned green. Okay, so the phone probably dead. Nah, I let 5 minutes go by and you still ain't dot that door, ain't peek your head out, said nothing. So I decided to walk inside the bank. And it's like they having a fucking bank meeting with you. Like, why all these people in this office with you? It spooked me. I went right back to the car like, what is they doing in there? So when I get back to the car, Larry ended up texting me. So he texted me saying they closed this account due to an 18K credit card purchase or something. I don't know. But I'm asking so many questions because I know you lying. I know you broke. I just know it's just a lot of shit. I don't know what's going on, but something's fishy. And the milk ain't clean. So, you know, I'm just going along asking all type of questions and shit. But he like, leave him. If I gotta go, somebody will come pick him up from the bank. And all that. So I did end up leaving him and going to get my baby because I wanted to be there on time. Like, it really be a long line. So, yeah, I'll see you later. So when I pull out to go get my baby, it's like 5 minutes in. I'm almost to my baby's school. And I realized that Larry ain't at the bank no more either. It's like, damn, he had somebody in the parking lot then. Waiting on him. He pulled out from the bank too fast. Ooh. Okay, so in the car, when I was on the way to get my baby from school, like, I just was talking to myself, like, and I tend to do this a lot. Talk to myself, and it's crazy. Well, it's not crazy. But yeah, I was talking to myself, like, I just knew better. Like, I was just fed up with the lies. Like, I just was ready to just end everything. And I just hate that I even moved so fast. And it's crazy because I was listening to everybody else and asking everybody else how they felt about me moving with Larry. When in my gut, I knew it wasn't a good idea. Like, I knew firsthand, and I'm the one dealing with him. So if I know, how could I ask somebody else? And there's a lot of women in life that like to ask for other people's opinions on their situation when nobody can make the decision for you but you. Can't nobody tell you what's the right thing to do but you. You know what the right thing to do, but we tend to go against our gut and go against our flesh and, do the wrong thing. And the majority of the time, it come to bite bite us in our ass, right? So, with Larry sent here lying, like he had an 18K purchase on his credit card, which was fraudulent and all of that, but I have a credit card too, and I do my roses off of my credit card. And anytime I make a big ass purchase, like anything over $1,000, 1,500, I gotta call into the branch to verify that it's me that's making the purchase. You feel me? In order for the purchase to go through, they gonna decline it every time. So for me to sit here and think that a $18,000 purchase actually went through on your credit card without verification, it's just hard to believe. And another thing, they ain't just close your credit card account. You said they closed your whole account. Your checking account, your business account, all your accounts got closed. So you have no access to no money right here. And this is one man that will make up lies as he go. Like, he goes above and beyond with the lies, and it's like they just come straight off the head, like a lie after a lie to cover up a lie. Sometimes he lies so much that he forget that he told the lie. And it's crazy. What's even crazier is I don't even be into all this materialistic shit. Like, you could say you finna get me a $6,000 pair of shoes, and I know 6,000 things I can do with that, so give me the money. I don't be into all that. So we texting, and I'm telling him, like, you don't have to have it all together. Like, you can live in your truth. Like, it's okay. It's all right. Nobody's gonna judge you. Like, it's okay to fall down. You just can't stay down long. Like, I'm just telling him shit like that. Like, I'm really trying to make him comfortable enough to be real. Like, just be real and tell me that, okay, you fucked up. You don't have to keep doing this shit. When I already know, I'm just not, you're really speaking on it right now. You feel me? Some men have so much pride that they cannot be real about certain shit. And I guess this some of the shit that men can't be real about and just openly say, I'm broke. Yeah. So after picking up my baby from school, I had a couple rose deliveries I had to take care of. So, in between the time of me and Larry having that conversation and me delivering the roses, I haven't talked to his ass since the conversation. So I noticed that Larry had beat me home. And I ain't texted him a name, like I said, since the conversation. So he ended up texting me on some insecure ass shit. What the fuck is you talking about, Larry? Why every time I leave the house, I'm not at the house when you at the house, I'm chilling with a nigga? Why I always gotta be chilling with a guy? Why I can't be out making money? See, one thing about Larry, he don't like you for to get out and make you no money. He don't like to see you get no type of nothing on your own. He's the type of man that wants you to need him. Why every time I leave the house or I'm not at the house, when you get to the house, you think I'm out doing some shit with a guy? I gotta be chilling with a guy with your good, corny, insecure ass. I gotta be out cheating. I gotta be doing something. Babe, I'm gonna give me some money. That's all I give a fuck about. And one thing about Larry or any man that's taking care of home, or men be want you to just be lazy and just allow them to take care of you so that you won't be as strong as you were. Like, independency makes you very strong. So when you have to depend on a man, you become weak. Because you need this man. So it's certain shit you will and will not do. It's certain shit you put up with that you wouldn't normally put up with if you had your own shit. If you catch my drift. Larry was one of the ones that wanted to submit fully and just depend solely on him. He wants you to depend solely on him. Like, I will take care of you. You won't have to worry in the world. I will flood your accounts, baby. You're going to be spoiled. You're going to be this. You're going to be that. Woo-da-woo-da-woo. And you know, a weak bird brain ass hoe will fall for that. And just stop doing all. Just take out her muscle and get her muscle up and just allow a man to take care of her. But when you allow a man to do so much for you, your word don't mean shit. You can't stand up for shit. Like, you can't say shit. Like, it's certain shit you be want to say, but you know you want to ask him for some money. I want him to get my hair done, so I ain't gonna say it. Oh, I want to book about this shit. This nigga came in at such and such time, but if I say something about it, he ain't gonna give me what the fuck I need to do what I need to do. It's a lot of women get on social media. My man do this. My man do this. I don't have to go to work. I don't have to do this. And that's good. I'm not knocking nobody. You feel me? That's good. It's good to have somebody like that. But majority of the men that comes off as the person that just gonna take over, control everything, like, you know, take over the bills and pay everything, they be want to control you. You feel me? They be out here fucking over y'all heads, bringing y'all diseases home, all type of shit. And you only speak on the positive because you're too embarrassed to shed light on the negative. Like, it's cool having a man take care of you, but when it's time for you to stand up, or, you feel me, put down, speak on how you feel, you don't be wanting to because you don't want to, you know, stop this bread from coming, you know. You got to stay on your P's and Q's, like, you feel me. You ain't trying to step on his toes. You want to stay on his good side because he is your sponsor. Larry was one of them men, just like many other men, that try to use their money to control you. They want you to not work. They want to be the one to take care of you, feed you, fuck you, finance you, all of it. Wait on them hand and foot. And once a woman lose her power, and that's just like losing your power, just not doing shit. Like, just staying in the house waiting on a man, you cooking and doing all this. That's why men go out and do what they do, because you done gave them all the power. That's why I'm at all times, I'm letting Larry know, like, I'm going to go get me some money. And you can give me some money too, but I just want you to know that that money you give me going to be little extras. Like, I ain't just finna sit around and depend on you. I was pregnant, baby. I went paralyzed and I ain't pregnant no more. So I'm definitely in the streets. Give me some money and enjoying myself. Whatever the case may be, whatever I feel like I want to do, I'm going to do it. I don't give a fuck who paying the bills. Yeah, Larry texted, act like he went Christmas shopping and everything, child. I don't know, baby. Put it in the attic, whatever you got. So the next day, we wake up and Larry ready to go and open him a new account. Okay? So we go on to the bank. He want to open one at the Max Bank, to be exact. So we pull up to the bank and Larry go inside the bank. Now, I had ordered us some Bring Wings. So, I ended up going to Bring's Wings, picking up the Bring's Wings, and coming back to the bank, you know, to wait on him. So, I text Larry, let Larry know I'm pulling up, you know. And I bag into the parking spot in front of the bank. And, you know, in the process of me just sitting there, I noticed that Daryl was here too at this bank. So for long, Larry just come flying out the motherfucking bank. I ain't looked my way, flew right past my car walking too fast. Real fast. So I'm just, you know, putting it together. Okay, he walking to Daryl's car down there. But what the fuck? You ain't gonna say nothing to me? Like, I'm just ain't here. Larry! This bitch ain't turned his neck. Daryl got a spell on this bitch. I kind of like irk off on his ass, cause bitch, don't waste my time. All that motherfucking lying and shit. I just don't like how you just sit and just lie. And as we texting and shit, you trying to text all that little sweet ass shit. But when I had butterflies and I was liking you real, you know, real a lot, the sweet shit, it was cute. But once a bitch get ass and you get a taste of all that sweet shit, it turns into corny ass, lame ass shit that aggravating shit. I don't want to hear that. Little ugly. Stop testing me shit like that and get to the point. So I'm calling Larry. Larry found a pickup. And he pulled an older trick in the boot. Like, he thinks somebody's slow for real. And I don't know who you in front of putting on for, but you keep talking about, hello? 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 Larry, bitch, you hear me. This is me on the other end. Bitch, don't act like you don't hear me. You hear me. Then won't text me tell me I can't hear you. Yes, the fuck you can. You mother can't talk. Yeah, one thing about me, I'm on to you, boo. You can't even play me, baby. I'm too player. I done pulled them tricks, them older tricks in the boot, baby. All that turning your phone down while it's on your ear and hello, like you can't hear nobody. Yeah, I can't talk right now. That what you basically trying to say? Darren want his money, and he ain't gonna stop till he get his money. That's why he gonna keep on picking your ass up and hem your ass up in that car. Every time. And you keep sending pictures of you locked in the car and shit, but I already know you be locked in the car. Show me where you locked in the car at, baby. Okay, so I didn't know that Daryl been holding you hostage all these days. The reason you've been sitting on Oak Street so many hours. Because Daryl been holding you hostage and you can't go nowhere. He trying to get his... You need to turn that check in, baby. You can go from bank to bank and open whatever you got to open, do whatever you got to do. He going to take you, but he going to make sure he's right there with you at all times. Wink. If you need help, stink. So I went on to Walmart without Larry, and I just cashed out on my baby. Electronics, her big toys, playhouses. I spent about $1,500 in Walmart with everything except her ride-on toy. Right? So Larry was texting me while I was in Walmart. And he got a conversation, how the conversation was going. He wanted the key, but he was texting all that insecure shit like I'm out with a... He got a receipts. Hey, Larry, over here! Larry ugly ass speed walking. Real fast. Trying to get in the car with Daryl. Real fast. And I'm texting like, bitch, wait, what you need me to pull up down there? Say you to walk back down here, cause where you going? What the fuck? Nah, Larry, for real. For real. Stop playing. He ain't came to the car saying nothing to me, babe. I gotta go handle something real quick. Ate my food, nothing to me. And like I told y'all in previous clips, Larry's a person that can't face you. He would rather text you. So here's the conversation. Go Larry, ugly, wanna be important ass, wanna act like they called the emergency motherfucking meeting at a cartel mansion or some shit. Oh baby, I have to go quick. There's been a break-in at the Empire. And I have to go quick. So Larry, what the fuck they came and got you for? What you finna do? Huh, Larry? Hey, skirt outside motherfucking fat cup, bitch. Fuck you. At this point, you just didn't walk past me, made me feel stupid, dumb as fuck. Like, I ain't nobody at this point, bitch. If you could just walk straight past me like I ain't here, you ain't scared to walk past me like that? Larry, you ain't scared to walk past me like that? I should have jumped out and cagged that bitch so high. I would have been dead wrong. They would have said I was dead wrong for doing that now. Because I don't like for to play with me. Like, don't play on my talk like that. Don't act like I ain't just here, bitch. Fuck. Number one trait of narcissist behavior. When I'm addressing you about a lie that you told or a lie that you telling, you try to bring up some shit that you been wanting to say. Like you sending a screenshot of me on Clubhouse. I be on Clubhouse right next to you. So this ain't me. No boo, I ain't hiding that from you. What that? Yeah. Eyes be on Clubhouse. Oh, text me when you can meet me after you're done with your guy and all that. Larry, please. So aggravating, just make my ass itch. What else you need me to get her? What you want to eat? I don't need to get her shit. I got her everything that she need, and I don't want nothing to eat. I don't like your ass. Okay, so today was the day that the tree was supposed to be delivered to the house, supposedly. Larry's supposed to be ordered the tree when I told y'all about earlier. So I keep telling Larry to send me the tracking number, and Larry is doing everything but sending me the tracking number. So it making me feel like Larry ain't really ordered the tree. As much as Larry lied, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you order the tree, what's the problem with you sending the tracking number right away? You say they say the tree gonna be delivered by 6. 6 comes and go and the tree still ain't here. Which I kind of felt like the tree was not gonna be delivered. So I tell him, come on, baby, we just finna go buy a tree out the store. Because I done bought all these presents and shit. It's time to put some, you know, really get everything together. Put the tree up and shit, like feel Christmassy in here. For real, for real. Okay, so I found a nice tree in 2 stores. But Larry keep want to go from store to store to store. Just keep on telling me, oh, I don't like this tree. I want a bigger tree. It's something wrong with every tree that I find. So I'm like, okay, I'm tired now, shit. The next store we go to when we find a tree, we getting a tree. The next store we go to, we find a tree, and it's like $2.98. Okay, Larry, we finna get this tree. I ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's a nice tree. We gonna make it work. We tell the people to get the tree down, and as the people get the tree down, Larry say he gotta go to the bathroom. Okay, they get the tree down, he go to the bathroom. So I'm just standing in the front of the store at the buggy, keep looking down the aisle, just waiting on Larry to be coming back to pay for the tree. Larry must be in there shit. Funk ass. So I'm getting very impatient. So I end up walking to the back to see, is Larry okay in the bathroom? So as I'm walking to the back of the store towards the restroom area, I hear Larry's voice on the aisle. So I'm like, I'm trying to see what he talking about.
Hey buddy, I was wondering, could you cash out me $300? I'm out here stranded in Houston, Texas. I'll be sure to return the favor when I get back out in Montgomery.
So I'm just sitting here like, the tree $2.98 and he lying like he need $300 because he's stranded. And he still ain't found a way to put his pride to the side and tell me that, like, he's fucked up. Like, I know you, bro. Like, I know you fucked up. Like, why are you going so hard to try and keep up this image like you ain't fucked up? But he had to ask me to pay for the tree. I just was like, you know, I got the money. Like, why you can't just ask? But I went on and I paid for the tree. And I let the man put the tree in the car, and I just sat up in the car until Larry realized that I had paid for the tree. And just come get in the car. So when Larry finally realized that I didn't pay for the tree, he come get in the car like his stomach was fucked up. And Larry, please, it just aggravated me so bad. Like, ugh. The car ride home was silent as fuck. I went and picked my baby up, and we put the tree up when we got to the house. Me and Caitlin put the tree up. She's so happy, y'all. My baby too happy. It's starting to feel a lot like Christmas. Although, with all the bullshit and shit, like, my baby is happy as fuck. She don't know nothing that I'm going through. Ain't no storm ain't gonna ever hit her head. She'll never be affected by nothing that I go through. So she's very excited and ready for Christmas, period. I done decorated the yard, the porch, the outside of the house, inside of the house, like it's really giving Christmas spirit. So in the middle of the night, I'm awakened. What's going on? Oh, Larry done spooked the shit out of me. Larry was talking so loud, and he was pink as fuck in the face. Pink.
I'm gonna tell them in fucking Dad's house. They didn't know that he was a fucking sniper. They got the right fucking one. He hit one of their asses. Laid their fucking...
Larry really pacing around the room like he really finna do something. So I don't say nothing. He leave on out the door, and I'm finna try to go back to sleep, but I can't even go back to sleep because my nerves so bad, baby. I don't know what's going on. Is they finna come spray my house? I could not go back to sleep, y'all. Like, I was really just up. I could not go back to sleep. And eventually, Larry sent me videos from the camera. You know, I told y'all that Larry put cameras up for his dad when his daddy told me about the truck. And this is the footage. video, I call his ass like, what the fuck you got going on? Folks really shooting at that bitch like they really flipping it. Like it's a lot of shots was fired. It's like they had a switch. Now I'm real scared. And I need to go spend the night at my mama's house. Larry came in the house, y'all, with a snub-nosed 38. Told me he finna go spin a block.
I'm gonna let a nigga bushes tonight. You fuck with the wrong fucking family. Let a nigga bushes.
The way Larry was holding the gun, I could tell that wasn't for him. They needed to leave him at home because at this point he'll shoot somebody in the car with him. And yes, baby, I understand that these people that shot up your dad's house and stuff, but I hope you don't think at no point in time that you finna drive that little car that me and my baby be up in to go spin a block. Bitch, you better call your shooters. So yeah, I went on and laid down with the key in the pillowcase, baby, because who? I don't give a fuck who bought what. You're not finna drive this one to go slide on nobody. Boo. So the next day when I wake up, my nerves is wrecked. I don't know what's going on. And Larry still ain't here, baby. Is you still laying in the bush somewhere, baby? I don't know what's going on. But I went on to call my old rent lady and let her know, like, please don't put nobody in my unit. I'm coming back. So I'm putting my head together because I remember seeing Larry texting that 1404 number. And that same 1404 number is the number they called. When Muhammad left his number, it was a 1404 number. And I blocked Muhammad because he kept on calling and kept on texting trying to get me to, set Larry up. And I ain't on that. I don't got shit to do. Whatever y'all got going on, whether you catch Larry, you catch him. But don't put me in the middle of it. So I end up blocking him. But in the back of my mind, I'm feeling like that's who did it. So I end up cooking dinner, playing the game till I got sleepy, and me and my baby go to sleep. Now my baby room is on the other side of the house, like the master bedroom in the back of the house, and my baby room on the front of the house. So we end up going to sleep in the middle of the night. Boom, boom. I jump up out the bed, shoot to the other side of the house, and get my baby on the floor. Like, I'm traumatized already because your dad's house just got shot up yesterday. Like, yesterday. So, yeah, I'm in my baby room covering her, and we, crawling to the highway. And it's a nice little neighborhood, so I leave the blinds open sometimes. So, we living on Cameron Court. And when it's like a circle, a dead end street. So you come up the street, you got to come back down the street. You feel me? So whoever came up the street and shot had to come back down, and I can still hear the motor counter. You feel me? So as they ride by, the passengers stick your hand back out the window. Boom. Now I'm spooked for real. So I go back to the other side of the house. And Larry bitch ass on the phone with the police. What's your emergency? At this point, I'm really scared. My baby's scared. And Larry's scared than both of us. I get my phone and I rewind the camera to see. Like, Larry, do you know these people? Like, do you know this car? Like, do you know anything about anything right now? I sent my baby over to her dad's house for the weekend, and I'm still at the house like a jackass. But this is my comfort space. I'm not finna let nobody run me away from, wow, my bed feels so good. So yeah, I'm still at home. So I'm doing my homegirl hair. We smoking, we chilling. So the man who moved us in the house, baby mama wrote me because she want a rose. So I'm like, sure, pull up. She'd have been her baby daddy driving, so he know where we stay at. So pull up. And they pull up. So Larry's so spooked. Like any notification pop up, he watching the camera. So I didn't even know the girl had pulled up outside. Larry texts me, and here are the receipts.
bitch.
Larry, how the fuck you gonna tell me who I can and cannot have in this bitch? You have and have nots in this bitch. Looking around, showing people the decoration, the rooms and shit when I come in. Bitch, you have whoever you want to have up in here. Even the people you say you don't fuck with no more, we end up being here. So what you mean? This my shit in here. I decorated this bitch. This one no 100% Larry. Let them know it's 50-50. I probably don't pay a motherfucking dime in this bitch, but I make it look good. I turned the empty ass house to a home. So yeah, you said what? Don't worry, bitch. It'll be an imp soon. I promise you it'll be you and your echo left up in this bitch. Cause you got me fucked up on so many levels. I am not her. You're not gonna handle me. And that little bit right there really throwed me, cause I always said I never just move in with no nigga. Like I'ma always have my own spot and my boo gonna have their own spot. We gonna spend the night with each other until we married. I always said that, but I fell victim. I fell weak in the knees with my pussy ass. I fell for it and moved it, and I'm really regretting it. Like, I'm really regretting it. Like, I'm ready to go on back to what I know. Like, I've been on my own since I was 19 years old. Since I got pregnant with my daughter. I've been in my own home. I ain't never had had to follow no motherfucking rules. You think I'm finna start now? Nah, Larry. I'm sorry, babe, but I ain't submitting. I'm not in a submitting mood. I'm gonna always provide receipts, but me and Larry texting back and forth, and it's getting late as fuck. It's like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and you just texting, holding the conversation. I say I'm on the way, and I ain't like, even though we mad, bitch, don't play with me and stay out late. I don't give a fuck what's going on. You better be in this house. I'm that type of bitch. Like, yeah, all that. So he's telling me it won't happen again. He's Christmas shopping for the baby. And I'm like, Walmart closed at 11. This round coronavirus. Like, they ain't 24 hours right here. So Walmart closed at 11. So what the fuck? How you at Walmart? Leaving out Walmart though. Yeah, Larry, okay. But he ended up coming in with the toys and stuff. And I put them in my closet till I was able to wrap them. So I'm chilling at the house doing nothing right now. So I don't know what made me. I'm just in my phone and some made me go through the camera. Like, you know, just go back to all the motion detected little alerts. So I noticed a car was sitting outside of the house last night about 3 a.m. 3 a.m. I scroll the camera back some more. I'm still going through the motion of the camera. And I noticed this same car ride by the day before, like 3 times. And every time it ride by the house, it's like it slow up and look at it. So I was able to screenshot. And whoever it is got on a red shirt. And I'm nervous as fuck because there's so much weird shit been going on in the house. So I'm kind of scared. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't know what's going on. Larry won't be real with me. Like, he just being around the bush not saying what he has done or why people looking for him and shit. Like, he just got my nerves bad as fuck. So Larry trying to act like I'm tripping, I'm overreacting. It's probably somebody that stay in the neighborhood. So why the fuck is they slowing down at our house? Or why is they sitting in front of our house at 3 o'clock in the morning? Riddle me that. Make it make sense, Larry. Like, you blowing shit off your shoulders and shit. Like, I ain't with that. I ain't trying to be looking on my shoulders and shit, living and feel. I'm sitting here having a hard conversation with Larry. Like, bro, whatever the fuck you took from these folk, you need to get them for their shit, bro. It's criminal time. You taking out of these folk family mouth and shit. Like, I don't be with that. I don't be with that. And I got a heart, like, I got a conscience and all that shit. I don't be with that shit. You need to make this shit right, because it look like you gonna be hurt. In the end, you gonna be dead, because these folks not playing about their money. These folks coming for you. So I ain't really telling my mama and my friends what's really going on in my life. Like, they don't really know what's going on. They just see all the good shit. So they think Larry's a good guy. Like, they have been over the house plenty of times. Like, Larry put on a nice little act. But all in reality, this motherfucker is the most sour, snake, evil ass white boy I know. And he's going through bankruptcy, and his pride too big to start from square one. He want to keep doing whatever it takes to keep this image of, like, and he have presented so many people with money when he did have it that, you know, it's a lot of people that's willing to let him borrow money. You know what I'm saying? That's why probably in the phone he was asking people for $500 and not just $100 here, $100 there. He was asking for big numbers because he probably got a good face card with people. Like, when he did have money, because it was a point where he really had it. But it's just at this point right here, like, everything is closing in. Like, it's getting so late in the scam. Like, it's 2 years later. So people on to you and they want their money. Ain't no more buying no time. No more excuses like you need to turn something in. You feel me? Okay, so a man named Gerald, I'm going to call him Gerald. Gerald came and got Larry early that morning. They had been gone for a while. I don't know what they were doing, but Larry just said he had some business to handle and he'll, you know, see me later. So I'm in my bathroom doing my hair in the back of the house. And Larry comes in through the front, goes out through the back. So where Larry going? Larry ain't saying nothing to me. He just come in through the front, go out through the back, and go through the cut. I ain't paying attention to what's going on in the front yard. I just see when I go to the back door to see what's going on, Larry going through the cut. And I'm going to do the little, give y'all a little camera footage of him going through the cut. Okay, so Larry is speed walking through the cut. And I go to the front door because he left the front door wide ass open. And I see Gerald sitting outside in front of the house. So I'm like, is he waiting on where Larry going? Like, Gerald waiting on him? Like, what's going on? So I'm thrown, but I don't go out there and talk to Gerald. And I know Gerald personally. Like, way before Larry, I knew Gerald. You feel me? Gerald know me well, so I don't know what's going on, but it's kind of weird. So Gerald sitting outside the door by 30 minutes. I see him on the camera. Eventually, Gerald pulled off. All right, so Gerald then pulled off not even 15 minutes after pulling off. Gerald called me on Facebook. So as I'm on the phone with Gerald is telling me all types of shit. Like, Larry has ran off on so many people, and it's many people that I know. Like, a lot of young black-owned businessmen. Like, he has really ran off on a lot of people. And a lot of people want his head. This is what Gerald telling me. Gerald also told me that Larry owed him $15K, and Larry has been lying to him about the $15K. So he picked Larry up this morning, and they've been riding around all day. And Larry been acting like he been picking up money. You know, Larry been picking up money from this place. And like I said, Larry face card probably good enough to borrow a little money from here and there. So they been picking up money all day. So Gerald tells me that Larry asked him to stop at the store on Ann Street. So when Gerald takes Larry to the store on Ann Street, Larry's taking a long time to come out the store. So Gerald's in the car like, what's going on? Why he taking so long? Gerald said that he decides to get out of his car and go in the store to see what is taking Larry so long. And from the glass door, he see that Larry's being let out of the back door of the store. So Larry's trying to escape from paying this man money. And some stuff happened. I ain't gonna speak on what happened, but somehow Larry ends up back in the car with Gerald. Gerald then tells me that Larry claims someone dropped some money off to the house and he had to come to the house to get the money. So that explains why Larry came in the house, came through the front door and out the back door, through the back cut. And Lord knows where he ended off at. So Larry ran in the house and ran out the back door and through the cut, leaving the front door open with Gerald outside. And Gerald was so mad, that's a lot of money. So, you know, what if Gerald was so out of his mind and to his breaking point that he just came in the house and sprayed everybody? Like, I'm just thinking of the worst shit that could have happened. Like, how could you just escape like that? Like, what type of hoe ass shit is that? Who do that? What type of man does something like that? Then you brought him to your house. You show him where you stay at, knowing you ain't had the money. Gerald said he let Larry borrow money to buy toys for Christmas, some Uggs, and he ain't lying because he did buy me 2 pair of Uggs. That man ain't lying. Some Uggs. He let him borrow money to pay for his daughter's funeral arrangements, and Gerald also confirmed that the baby's not dead. He don't think that the baby's dead. Something's wrong with Larry. Mentally challenged. So Larry also put it to these people like, I'm just baby D. I'm D-boying money. I'm just going in his pocket, taking his money, running off on him. I'm riding around the hoods and shit with the money in the car with me. Like you want somebody to hit my tater tot. Damn, Larry. Like you trying to take the heat off you and put it on me. Baby, I ain't got nobody money. I ain't never seen nobody money, baby. I don't know what they talking about, baby. I ain't got nothing to do with nothing, baby. At the end of the day, it's all on Larry. Larry's the one who took all you guys' money. I don't got nothing. Auntie don't deal with stuff like that. I'm sending this bitch mad as fuck, and I keep calling your phone. The rage keep building up. Like, I keep calling. I'm getting madder and madder because you not answering your phone. So you run around this bitch really acting like I'm stealing from you. I'm baby D. Little old me, baby D. Going to your pockets, taking your money. And you still coming home every night. I got you in this jumble. Like, what the fuck? That don't even sound right. So the people that know me know I'm not even that type of woman. Like, I'm not finna take nothing from you. I ain't never stole from nobody that I fought with. Never. Ever. And you really been running it on these people all this time. Taking out of folks' family mouths and shit, and people know that I fought with you, so they coming to me with the shit. I'm not with it at all. I have a conscience. I want to live an honest life, and I don't want to live a life looking over my shoulders, having to worry about who after me or who coming behind me. So no, Larry, I'm not with it, and I'm mad as fuck, very angry. Larry will not pick up his phone, and I'm getting madder and madder. I'm ready to fight now. I'm ready to fight. Larry don't call me back. Larry ended up walking his thin ass right through the door. Fucking crazy! I'm calling the police! Bitch, you ain't gotta worry about who the fuck finna wait on the police. Not me! Call them! So I runs outside and jump in the car. Larry ugly and ran outside and jumped in the car too. Where you think you going? Fuck on. Baby, let's just talk like adults. And I'm just sitting in the car letting Larry know, like, baby, it's nothing we can talk about. I gave you more than enough time to keep shit real with me. You ain't kept it real. Like, everybody that's been around you is telling me about you. And you act like these people lying. They the one owe you. You don't owe nobody. Everybody's not lying on you, Larry. Ain't no way in hell everybody lying on you. So Larry want to tell me that the people that he go through ran off on him, and that's why he getting all the backlash. Because it's on his face code. When Larry, I went through your phone, I know it wasn't a company. You was the people who you was investing with. Like, you behind this shit, so why you still fucking lying? Just go, bro. You gotta go. So Larry ends up taking off walking. I don't know where Larry went. He didn't call the police, but he left. He ain't leaving my car. He left walking. I don't know where Larry went, but his location still on. So, you know, if I ever need to check in and see where he at, I can do that. So I gone back up in the house. So after seeing the little cars parked outside the house late night while I bitch up in the house sleep, I turned the Ring camera notifications to frequent. Like anything bulls or bug, anything that run past that bitch, I need to know. So this day, Larry homeboy came and sat in front of the house. Now this is his righteous partner. Like, he sat in front of the house. And I text Larry, like, he be with this man all the time. So I tell Larry, like, your little boo outside stink. You feel me? Like, the boy just sitting outside. So Larry tell me that he told the boy that he wasn't there. And he's supposed to be finna leave. I'm kind of sensing that Larry done ran off on this boy too. Because if you told him you not here, he still pulled up and he's sitting out there. And even after you told me he said he finna leave, he still was sitting out there. Because I retext you 30 minutes later, like, bruh still here. Like, what the fuck? He's still here, Larry. So that boy pull off. And not even 2 hours later, the same black truck that pulled up and examined that scat pack on Troy Highway in my old apartment, that same fucking truck pulled up. I'm calling Larry, y'all. I'm calling Larry, like, blowing Larry ass up. And I'm gonna post the receipts like I always do. Larry's fucking lying, like his phone screen cracked. He texted me through Siri, call him if I get the message and all that shit, just lying. I'm calling him. He like he can't answer. His phone screen broke. I'm letting you know these people outside, and one thing I know, you watching that camera. Just like I'm watching that camera. So you know these people outside. So now your screen broke, bro. You can't talk. You can't answer. And I'm so motherfucking scared because there's 4 people in that car. And I don't know what's next. So I'm gathering my things and exiting through the back door. Like, I'm finna go the back way up at this bitch and just watch the house through the cameras. At this point, cause Larry, you just, what the fuck? I'm just testing his ass like, bro, you just be lying. Like, you just lie for no reason, still lying, like, to the point that it's just sickening, bro. It's just sickening as fuck. Here go the receipts. You sick, bitch.
So, Larry, you mean to tell me that I miss a word now? Serious texting me all this shit. Bitch, you really need to go get that turtle.
So I went to my friend's house and we just having girl talk. I ain't really speaking on much of what I'm going through, but it's like I'm venting. And it's kind of like getting my mind off of what I'm going through. So I wasn't really watching the phone. I wasn't really peeping the camera and shit. You feel me? I wasn't, focused on the phone at that moment. So after we had talked and, you know, took us a couple shots, I ended up going to the house. So I go to the house, you know, I take me a shower, take some out the cookie shit, and I'm just chilling, you know. I go in the closet to get me something to put on. And like Larry's side is clean. Like, you know, the side where Larry's clothes was hanging up and shit, his clothes gone. So I got on my phone and I ran the cameras back to see what happened in between the time of me leaving and black truck leaving and Larry pulling up. And this is what I see.
Don't matter what the truck is.
So not even 20 minutes after the black truck pulled off, Larry pulled up and got all his clothes. Cause that's all his ass on. In there was his clothes. So he got all his clothes. And he left. So I text Larry, like, that's some cold-hearted ass shit for you to do. Like, how could you just bring me and my baby into this chaos and just leave us in the fire? Like, just leave us here, like, you feel me? Like, don't say shit just running away from the problems. And you trying to put it to me like you left to protect me because you didn't want me to get hurt. But, shit, too late. I'm hurt because I let my guard down so much that I moved me and my daughter into a home with this man. Like, you feel me? And I just never been through no shit like this. Like you really left me in this bitch. Like, I don't know who to pay. Like, you the one presented me to this house or showed me this house. So I don't know who to pay the rent to, who to pay the lights to, the water, nothing. So I'm just in this bitch. Me and my child, we just in this. So at this point, I'm like, who the fuck house is it? Like, who house is this? I feel weak. I feel used. I feel broken. Like, I feel like I was a target. Like, I feel like somebody sent you at this point. Like, who the fuck comes into somebody's life and do all of this shit? It just was unbelievable, y'all. Like, it really was. I don't know, man. That shit was crazy. I'm in tears for real because I knew it was a bad idea. I knew it. And I still did it. I still did it. I was caught up in a temporary pleasure. But for real though, on some real shit though, like, I really was feeling real bad. No cap. Like, I was feeling fucked up. Like, I was disappointed, like, honestly. And I probably put it to my friends, like, you know, it was a joking matter, but when I go behind closed doors, like, a bitch will break down. Because what the fuck, Nunu? Like, you the bitch that people come to for advice on, you know, shit like this, but you really, like, you showed the fuck out. And I'm just talking to myself, like, giving myself this little talking shit, but I'm mad as fuck. Like, I really, that shit crazy. That shit was crazy, man. I can't fault nobody but myself, though. Who else can I fault? I was dumb. I was gullible. All that. You can say all that about me, and I take it. You know, we all have those moments. Like, I'm speaking on my moment openly. But just because I don't know what you've been through, I know you know in your head that you done been through some dumbass shit. You didn't put up with a whole lot of dumbass shit before. You feel me? So, we all go through shit. And I just had to experience it like this. But I'm not really letting it get the best of me because my bank account on fleek. Like, I ain't tripping. Like, I'm straight. I can move out this bitch at any moment. Any given moment that I want to leave this bitch, I can leave this bitch. But as I sit in the house, like, it's December the 17th. You feel me? So, Christmas is right up the road. Christmas right here, ain't nobody trying to move before Christmas and do all that. Like, that's why I'm just like, what? This shit is crazy. But you know me, I'm not letting it get the best of me. I'm just like, you feel me, Lord? I talk to God. I just pray that I make it through Christmas. And I just move all my stuff up out this house and proceed with my life. So after all of that, I don't want to be here by myself. So I cook a big dinner and invite all my friends over. And we just eat and, you know, have girls talk, play around. Just get my mind off of shit. And I'm still not letting them know what I'm going through. But it's just, I just want to be in their presence, like laughing and all that. Like, I'm the strong friend. Like, you ain't gonna never know when I'm going through shit. Never. So I invited my friends over. We cooked us a big meal in whoever house it is. Because at this point, I don't know who the fuck house it is. So we cooked us a big meal, ate good. You know, we played, talked, laughed, joked, all that. They don't know exactly what I'm going through. And you know, that's fine. Like, we had a vibe. Like, we had a time. Like, the vibes always the vibes when we link up. And you know, here's a couple memories. So everybody leave. I go to sleep. Wake up the next day, I had to get somebody to car. Now my car is parked on the back of my house. And in the back of the house is just like parking spaces for the residents. Like, it's not a street for you to be riding up a street. Like, you got to be going back there to park. So I'm walking to the trunk to get some out of my trunk. And I hear a man voice like, hey, scared the shit out of me, y'all. Like, I swear to God, like, I've never seen Muhammad. I just talked to Muhammad. Never seen him now. But this is Muhammad. And he looking for Larry. So I sit out there and talk to Muhammad about 15, 20 minutes. We talk about all type of shit. Like, Larry, you really been... Boy, these people really want your head. They really do. And they so close that they know this spot at, and we ain't been here 30 days. We ain't been here a whole 30 days. And they know this spot at. After I finished talking to Muhammad, I'm just sitting in the house, like, talking to myself, like, no, you just be doing shit. Like, what the fuck made you even talk to a white boy? What the fuck? Bitch, you let your guard down for real. You moved up out your apartment, bitch. Like, for real. You moved out your apartment. You's a sucker asshole. You don't tell myself like you's a sucker ass bitch. I can't sit and cry about it. I gotta make shit happen for me and my baby. Like, you feel me? I'm just grateful that nothing has happened to me. Like, God is protecting me and I'm just covered. Me and my child is covered. You feel me? I met Larry at a vulnerable ass moment. Like, very vulnerable. I had just got out of like a 5-year relationship, on and off, in and outs, ups and downs. Like, I was very vulnerable, broken. Like I said in the beginning, I let him know that I was fucked up mentally. I was fresh out of a relationship, 4 months tops. Like, and you know, one thing about us women, I'm gonna admit, for me, like, when you get out of a relationship with one person, like, we be trying to get another person to get over this person. Like, you feel me? But within that 4-month break of me just having my alone time and just falling in love with myself and walking, you know, just getting my thinking time, gathering my thoughts and stuff, I was being content with being alone. Like, I really was on this self-love journey where I was learning to value myself more, love myself more. So when I met Larry, like, I was broken, but I wasn't open. It wasn't an open wound. Like, I was healing myself. I was on a healing journey. So although you were providing me with so much shit and just showing me so much life, I still wouldn't allow myself to fall. I wouldn't allow myself to fully submit to this person. Like, I'm always questioning shit because I'm fresh out of a relationship. I just was broken. Like, you feel me? And I didn't been catered to. It probably ain't like you catering to me, but I done been catered to, baby, and this motherfucker done played on my top. So, you know, I like the nice shit. You know, it's nice and all, but I just be want to know. I just want real, genuine love. Like, I don't want no fake shit. I don't want to feel love, even if it ain't real love. I went on that. So after that little incident with the man Muhammad, I ain't really had no more incidents when I got my baby hair done, and we made it through Christmas. And here's a couple clips, you know, we made it on through Christmas. So after Christmas, the police end up running in the house. Y'all, they ain't let me put on my motherfucking pants or nothing. They made me go out the door with my fucking panties on. Like, ain't let me do nothing. Like, they just were being very rude, looking for Larry. And I just was fed up. Like, I was sitting outside on the cement just crying. Folks just ran by just looking. Like, that shit is embarrassing. That shit was very embarrassing. And I ain't never been through no shit like that in my life. For real. Like, I just was crying. That shit was so fucking wrong, bro. And I text Larry, like, bro, the police here, like, that shit. And by this time, I had changed all of the camera information, everything. So he won't see, he couldn't see shit that was going on at the house. Nothing. Like, I'm very smart. Changed the email, the phone number, everything. I'm really sitting up in this house, y'all, and I'm just crying out. My baby just looking at me, but she just don't know, baby. I don't want to move here either, baby. And I want what's best for my baby. Like, And at this moment right here, I'm thinking like I want to move fast. Like I don't want to go back to my mama's house. I don't want to be staying with nobody. But God want me to have some type of patience. Like everything ain't gonna work out right away. You need to have patience. And I'm just asking God, like, and I'm a praying warrior. I grew up in the church, so I pray a lot. So I'm just asking God to just guide my feet, like, you know, just show me the way. Just show me the way. So I just get all my stuff that I brought to clean the apartment with, and I put it in my trunk, take that shit back to Walmart, and I just pay for a storage. The next day I'm paying the moving company that moved me in to move me out of that house. I moved out of that house into my storage room. Drop a little clip with the date. I went and stayed with my sister for about a month. Nobody knew what I was going through. Nobody knew what I went through. I didn't go to Facebook and cry out for help or none of that because I was in a good headspace. Like I didn't allow myself to fall in love with Larry as a person. Like I fell in love with the shit that Larry was doing for me. Like I fell in love with the romance, the temporary pleasure. I fell in love with the moment. Never fell in love with the man. So it was kind of different for me. Like my letting go wasn't a letting go of hurt or heartbreak because I didn't allow him to get so far into my heart to break me like that. Like, but as far as in starting fresh and moving into a whole house and having to move out within a month, like that just put me in a situation. You feel me? Like God took me through that little lump in the road to set me for the future, like set me up for success. Like, you feel me? That's what I looked at it as. So I applied for the apartment and I don't have no job, no steady income. Like I'm selling my roses, I'm doing hand shit, but $11.75, it was a reach. But I walked by faith, and I believe that if I set my mind to it, I can do it. I applied for my apartment January the 15th, to be exact. By February the 4th, I had my keys. I was so happy. And I'm talking about I moved my shit in, like, not even 2 days after I moved my shit in, like, my house was laid, baby. I had my curtains up, I had my pieces on the wall. Like, one thing about me, they'll tell you, boo, I don't sit in this bitch and let boxes just sit around, baby. I'm finna get this bitch to feeling like home real quick. Like, I was so happy, like, crying happy, like, just so happy. And it was it's in a peaceful neighborhood, like, you don't see Miley heads walking up and down the sidewalk and all that ghetto shit. Like, I deserve this. I feel like I deserve this. I prayed for this, and I just got to step my hustle up. You feel me? Like, I'm straight right now, but you know, this shit still go. Like, life still go on. So I know eventually this little this little money right here gonna run out that I came up on off Larry. So, you know, step my hustle up, and 9 months later, I'm still here doing my damn thing. So in July, I been said that I was gonna do a TikTok story. If y'all read the receipts that I'm putting on here, y'all gonna see in the messages that I told him, like, this some Lifetime Movie Network shit. Like, this shit is really unbelievable. Like, I've never in my life experienced anything like it ever. So when he wrote me in July, y'all, I really wanted to blow on his ass for real. Like, for real, for real. Like, for real, for real. Because it's crazy how a man will come into your life and manipulate you. Like, you really played with me. Like, played on my top. Like, manipulated me. For real, like, really left me in the fire. Like, anything could happen. You ain't give a fuck. I had text you and told you that some people was in the house with guns at me and everything. Just I moved out of the house and everything. But it's just the principle of your response. Like, the shit that you said, like, that shit was just, And you had the nerve to really text me, like, we can rekindle a flame. So that what really made me just go public with my story. Because these men are sick. Mentally sick. They'll do you so dirty and handle you so fucked up. And think that they can just come back into your life like nothing happened. Like you just some weak ass bitch. Like I'm sure you probably done ran into some weak ass bitches, Larry. But I'm also sure that you know I had to be one of the strongest bitches you ever ran into. So, unfortunately, this story has come to an end. I did not keep the baby. I did not keep the house. I didn't keep the car. I ain't keep nothing that had nothing to do with Larry but the sofa. That's about it. I let go of everything. Everything that had anything to do with Larry. I started fresh, a fresh kickstart. Is Larry still out there? Yes, Larry's still out there. Larry is remarried. He remarried March 2022. I have spoken with his wife now. I've spoken with the girl who was having a baby around December that I seen in the phone. And I'm going to tell her story next. But yeah, Larry's still out there. The Larry I dealt with is still out there. And the Larry you dealing with still out there. It's a lot of women that's dealing with narcissist ass men right now. And I wanted to come out and tell my story because you strong too. You just don't know how strong you are until you actually be strong. Like, you don't know what may happen until you put your foot down. Like, I know that maybe he's spoiling you. I know that he's doing all of this stuff to make you feel loved. And you may be in love with the moment right now too, but you honestly hate the man. You hate the man. And you still up holding this image, smiling to keep from crying when you need to just find happiness within yourself. take time and find happiness within yourself. Like sometimes us women will be loving somebody so hard that we forget to love ourselves. Like we forget what we like to do. We be so caught up in our significant other that we forget what we love to do or the things that we like to do. We don't even go out and be with our friends anymore. We're always just caught up in a relationship. You gotta be free, like, to love. In order to be able to love properly or be loved properly, you have to love yourself. Like, how could you expect someone else to love you if you won't even love yourself yet? Like, you don't even know who you are right now. Like, you've totally lost yourself fucking with this relationship, trying to keep this image and keep smiling when at night you lay down, you empty as fuck inside. You empty as fuck inside. You're empty as fuck inside because you're settling for temporary happiness. You letting these, like, a man could be doing so much embarrassing shit in the streets, like sleeping on hoes, bringing all type of embarrassing things in the streets, and he's giving you guilt gifts, or because he's doing this or doing that, you're settling for it. It's okay with you. Like, as long as he bringing the money home, or as long as he ain't taking out of my pockets, or as long as he still turning that check in, I don't care. As long as he come home at night. Then you got me on the other hand, and women that value themselves and they peace, that don't give a fuck if you come here or not. If you can't get right, you're getting left. It's mandatory. All them gifts and all that shit be cute as fuck. Like, that shit be sweet, it be nice. But if women knew the story that come behind them gifts, or what this person did to feel the need that he gotta give me this big, then you'll know that shit ain't worth your peace. That shit ain't worth your sanity. That shit is not worth embarrassment. The shit is not worth a bitch being able to send me a picture of my house, or a bitch to send me a picture of my man in her bed. It's not worth it, because you can act all you want, but your feelings be hurt. You can play tough all you want, or as long as y'all hoes ain't getting nothing but fucked, but who wants their man fucking all these nothing ass hoes though? I don't. Sometimes you gotta be real with yourself. Stop trying to convince yourself or convince the media or convince others that you're happy, and be happy. Do whatever you gotta do to be happy. Cut off whoever you gotta cut off to be happy, because love don't hurt. You can get spoiled and loved correctly. Stop wasting your time in relationships that's still not going nowhere. You've been in this relationship 6, 7, 8 years and it still haven't flourished. You still dealing with shit you was dealing with this man 3 years ago. Stop holding on to history. Stop being comfortable. You got to make yourself uncomfortable in order to get comfortable again. God made it like I was so comfortable on Troy Highway. He knew I wouldn't move in no time soon, so he made it where I became uncomfortable. I had no choice but to get comfortable again. Baby, you are not alone, honey. It's people around me that done went through it. I done went through it. It's people around you that went through it, probably still going through it. Don't be one of them people that go through it for the rest of their fucking life. Get out, baby. Get out and find yourself. Love you. So you'll be ready to love somebody else when it's time to love somebody else. Don't stay in that toxic shit. Relationship before Larry, like, I have been through it, like, at a point that I had to pray myself out of the shit. Like, it's like I just couldn't let go. And I know all the reasons why I need to let go of this toxic ass relationship. But I'm steady making excuses for why I can't, or why I ain't did it yet. You feel me? And I know I ain't the only person that done been in no situation like that. Like, sometimes you just gotta choose you. Even if you feel like you might drown, like, even if this person doing all this for you, like, baby, Walk by faith. You can't depend. If you depending on man, baby, you need to depend on God. Oh, I can't leave him. He pay all the bills, and he do all this, and he do that, and he do this, and he do that. Baby, you can pay your own bills, and you just gotta find the strength to leave. Take the first step. Like, women will pray for a sign so many times, pray the same prayer, and God will keep giving them the signs, and you wondering why God ain't take you out. God can't take. He already done gave you what he needed to give you. You got to take the first step. You got to show God that you ready to walk away. Take the first step. Like, he can't do it for you. You got to show him that you ready to do it. Like, you done asked for the signs. God that shows you all the signs that you need to see to know that this ain't what you need to be doing. This ain't it. This man is not the man that you thought he was. And I'm showing you over and over and over again that he's not the person you thought he was. So you praying this prayer, but God can't move your feet for you. He can't do nothing but show you what you need to see. Give you the motivation you need to take the first step. And after you take the first step, he gonna handle it from there. I guarantee you that. You have to learn to love yourself enough to get yourself out of a situation. Love yourself enough not to put up with some of the shit you been putting up with. We be dealing with toxic situations, and we be praying our way out of it. And God will make it where you'll break ties with this person, and we'll end up rekindling the flame and going back because this person said sorry, or this person did this, or this person made this certain gesture, this person gave me this guilt gift, this person gave me some money, this person bought me this person. No. Never go back to nothing in life that you had to pray yourself out of. Never. See, I'm a woman that don't really care what nobody say about the situation, because at the end of the day, yeah, I was dumb. I had some dumb ass moments, but I ain't stay dumb. A lot of people watching this is still dumb. And you don't even got no Larry. Like, your nigga ain't even putting out half of the shit that Larry put out for you to even be speaking on my situation or laughing about it or voicing your opinion on some shit like, oh, I would have never. You probably ain't did it now, but you will. If you ain't did it, your mammy did it. Your sister, auntie, grandmammy. One of them been through some bullshit. So don't never just look at nobody's situation and be like, oh, that can never be me. Because just as sure as you saying it can never be you, it can be you tomorrow. Or the next day. I ain't fall for no anything. Because as y'all can see within this story, that Larry was breaking the bread. Do you hear me? But I ain't allow that bread to make me blind to who I am or what I want out of life. I ain't allow him breaking his bread to control me or make me be somebody I'm not. A lot of women fuck with men, and these men turn you into a whole nother person. You be so angry because your man not doing all this conniving ass, embarrassing ass shit, and instead of lashing out on the man that hurt you, you lash out on the other women and go and lay down with the devil that hurt you. So if you can forgive your man, you should be able to look past these women. Don't let their hurt turn you into a monster. Don't let their hurt turn you into a bitter person that's always negative and speaking from a hurt place. I hope y'all enjoy my story, though.
And that's my life. Weird, messy, complicated, sad, wonderful, amazing, and above all, epic.
Baby, we built this house on memories. Take my picture now.